PG-13. This is Destro's Iron Grenadiers. Now, this was another subgroup that came out, I believe, in 1988. There was Destro, the leader of Iron Grenadiers. This figure was fantastic looking. This other version, the second version of Destro. However, his sword did not come out of the holster. Kind of sucked that way. Now, there was also his main trooper, the Iron Grenadier. The Iron Grenadier did come with a submachine gun, but the handle was way too oversized, as well as swords that, well, did nothing. They just looked nice. They had some cool features, but they're great for army building. I love these figures, and Super 7's going to be making them. So we're going to have even more to army build. Then we have the demon tank driver, and his name was Ferret. He looked like either Greek or Roman style type figure. Just awesome looking. I don't know who out there would dispute this fact, but this is a fantastic looking figure. The main color scheme of the Iron Grenadiers, or as I referred to them as the Iron Grenadiers. They were awesome and fantastic. Now we have Nullifier. He looked almost like an aliens type figure. His visor, and he flew the anti-gravity pod that had 4 missiles. Then we have another awesome favorite, Target. He came with a cool jetpack. However, this is not his original weapon, but we do have it somewhere. These figures looked straight out of science fiction, but these also look like awesome pilots. Just look at the headgear on these cool Target troopers. They also came later on in other lines, in different colors. But they are great for army building. I would love to get more in the future as part of the Space Force. However, the Stella Stiletto should have been part of the Iron Grenadiers, but it wasn't. Next, we have Destro's elite troops. Now, I believe they were called the Annihilators. However, their color scheme did not match, so should they have changed the color scheme back to what it's supposed to be, red, black, and gold? I would assume yes. So in the future, if these ever come out, some people call them the Duck Troopers. Now, there was Destro's General Volta. Volta. He looks like something out of Flash Gordon. Flash. When we have the demon tank driver Ferret, he did come with the awesome demon tank, and we have reviewed that a few times. Now, there was also Destro had a diver. You could army build. I don't have one that's complete yet, but it was Undertow. He looks cool though, even without his mask, and he came with a barracuda. then we had Darklon's Evader with Darklon. And well, he looks like a cool figure. I am missing one missile still. We also have Destro's Despoiler, the chariot, which I showed you in a video. And we did fix this, so it's a little bit tighter. It doesn't just fall right out. But you have to hold it in water for longer. And we also have Destro's Razorback with Wild Boar, and yet the colors of the Razorback is still, it should have been red. They should have made this red, but they didn't. So they have, well, a few vehicles for the Iron Grenadiers. That would be 5. Should they have made more? I would have to say yes. So, how many figures would be in the Iron Grenadiers? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Probably about 12. But do we count these? So either 10 or 12 in the actual line. But there is lots to army build. Now, it was one of my favorite figures growing up as a kid. The Iron Grenadiers and the Cobra Ferret Driver. And the dominoes continue. I love these figures. The Iron Grenadiers have a cool looking gas mask. And this almost looks like a French style helmet. So they were cool. They do stand, but they do fall. Now, even when I was a kid, I did have a bunch, and well, we picked up a few more. So I always had about at least 8. And well, I have about 8 now, but one of them is a custom, and you can take Heavy Metal's body and make your own custom. Or Metalhead, I mean. I always call him Heavy Metal. But this makes for a cool, unique looking figure. You know, might be a vehicle driver, but you can definitely do something with your extra parts if you're trying to make more Iron Grenadiers for your army. Now I'd love to get more of a Space Force for this army, but that'll be in the future. We're trying to do a little bit of army building this year, try to increase our numbers of extra troopers. And Super 7 will be coming out with some awesome figures, so hopefully we do get more Iron Grenadiers. Now, should the Baroness have been included in the Iron Grenadiers line as maybe a second in command? But they already had the General, Volta with his condo. His vulture. Oh. And that one just fell off the table. Did it survive? Yes. So, can you make cool figures? Yes, you can. Oh, this is one of my favorite lines, and I plan on getting more to army build Destro's Iron Grenadiers. Now, another vehicle that they should have included in this was, well, the Stella Stiletto, because when you look at a Star Viper, he does look just like he should have been in the Iron Grenadiers line. Just fantastic looking figure, but he was not included in the line for Destro, because they had to call him a Star Viper instead of having Star Grenadier. Simple name change would have sufficed. But I think the Parasite also should have been in Destro's line, and it should have been red. So maybe if Hasbro's listening, or Super 7, we could get some more Iron Grenadiers vehicles for the line, because there really isn't a hell of a lot. You know, we don't have like any type of jeeps or transport trucks or transport carriers, and no APCs. Razorback tank, we have 2 tanks for the line. We needed some jets for the Iron Grenadiers. People have made cool customs of the Cobra Hurricane, red and black. You could look up those online. So, everybody out there, is this one of your top favorite lines? Your favorite subgroups out there? Because this is one of mine for Cobra. This is just truly awesome. I mean, Mars Industries should be also incorporated into the Iron Grenadiers line, because, well, they do have some cool vehicles that they could have had for the line. So, should they have included the stealth fighter? Yes. Should they also make some other vehicles for the line? I think so. What do you think out there? Should we get more Iron Grenadiers for the line? We'll have to figure out how many subgroups are in all of G.I. Joe, but as for Cobra, this was just an awesome line. It's kind of sad that, you know, certain vehicle drivers did not have a weapon, and you have to outfit them yourself. And I hope Super 7 does make weapons packs and keeps in mind that the weapons should fit in the hands of vintage figures, so they make smaller handles just for the figures themselves. Now, with all those other lines coming out like Delta 17, can you incorporate some of their figures into the Iron Grenadiers line? Possibly. This one would look nice. So you could incorporate some of these figures, and that's the Thunder Battalion figure, into the line. Even the leader, as well as, you know, Jaguar. He would also fit into the Iron Grenadiers, because they should have had an Iron Grenadiers bats. That would have been awesome. Even the leader of the Shadow Dragon could actually be incorporated into the Iron Grenadiers line. So let me know what else should be included into the Iron Grenadiers line, because maybe Brian Flynn will listen and hear us. And well, this one I don't really like, but if he had his helmet, maybe he would look better. He looked like the Noid from the pizza commercial. Anyways, you remember those. Dark Lawn does look cool. So, we should have had more vehicles for the Iron Grenadier line, that's for sure. There was definitely not enough. Same with Python Patrol, there was just not enough vehicles incorporated into those subgroups. And the fact that the subgroups just died out so fast, instead of being carried on, you know, they should have remade or re-released figures from the lines in troop army building packs. But anyways, thanks for watching. We're out of time once again. Let me know your thoughts and comments down below. Like, subscribe,